gross.
Hey everybody, we're on our way to SkooliePalooza. It is down in Texarkana, so we decided to bring you guys along and show you some tours. So we're gonna fast forward because we're probably about an hour out. So yep, there's a few of them out here.
Oh, there they are. Oh, I'm excited.
Alright guys, so we made it here to SkooliePalooza and we have a whole bunch of buses. There's like 5 or 6. I think, yeah. I think there's like 3 full size and then there's 2 shorties. And then I think 1 van. So we're gonna do a tour of
Tim?
Tim is the name. Here is Tim.
Is that your name? Yeah, it's his name,
Oh.
not the name of the bus.
My
Woo.
name is Tim and the name of my bus is Woo.
Woo is the name of the bus. Okay.
Yeah. How you doing, everybody? That's Chester the dog. Yeah. 90 square feet.
90.
90 square feet. It's an old diesel. Yeah. I've got my 3 100 watt batteries inside my closet, a 2500 watt inverter, and then I've got a fuse panel back here for 12 volt. Everything's run off a 12 volt, and any 110 I just plug right into because I don't need much. It's just me. You know? Basically, I use that for my coffee grinder. Yeah. I got baskets I found at a Goodwill store. I used the baskets because it didn't feel as closed in because it is such a small space. Yeah, so it worked. You know, the way I always say it is, it works for me.
Yeah.
You know, I made a homemade Berkey water filter system.
Okay.
Just two gallon stock pots, and then the filters are inside.
Yeah.
So I can use water anywhere I need it. Yeah. I don't have a permanent stove because it's so small, and if it gets too hot, I can cook outside. So that's why I went with that route. Yeah. I got running water, 12 volt running water with a sink. You'll find that your sink is a storage area as well when you're driving. You know, I did a lot of my stuff was all recycled and upcycled, and you know, finding wood here and there. This is an old microwave cart.
All right.
It's an old microwave cart. It's even got the
cutting board.
yeah, little cutting board on it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a real simple design. An elevated bed. I've got my 12 volt fridge underneath here. My 5 gallon bucket for going number 2 back behind there. Couple wood crates that I just turned on their side and made doors for them. You know, and just the rug for it.
Yeah.
You know, and the color on it, I actually rubbed coffee grounds on it.
Really?
Yeah, I rubbed
That's your
coffee
stain.
grounds just to give it a little stain, and then I put polyurethane on it.
Huh.
Yeah. You know.
Well, that's pretty inventive.
Yeah, I mean, it was cheaper than buying the stain, and if I didn't like it, I always could wash it off or sand it off.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a 6 foot couch, and all my clothes are underneath it. You know, you can tell that I use recycled stuff. These are, you know, old shutters that I just use for the walls. You know, and then my table I have dinner on, and it actually
that's awesome.
comes apart. And then it's just a 1/2 inch piping, and I can take the whole pipe out. You know?
Yeah.
Did it take the water out?
Well, my water's over there. No, this isn't for water. This is for my table. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real simple design.
Yeah.
But for me, you know, it works for what I need it for me and the dog. You know, and I've got my shower system is basically it's an old, what would be considered an old fire extinguisher that you would manually pump up. So I fill it up, I heat it up on the stove, and then, you know, put the pump back in it, pressurize it, and then I got hot water.
Yeah.
And I have one of those little privacy little shelters that I use for a shower outside.
Sure.
And a lot of times I'll put it right against the door inside so I can shower, and then I just walk right back in my home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's just enough for me. You know. I make wooden spoons. I carve spoons, and I crochet hats and blankets and stuff like that. Yeah.
So do you sell them at like flea markets or?
Yeah, I mean, I tried doing it on Etsy, but it's just more of a pain. Yeah, so I make spoons.
That's pretty cool.
You know, carve spoons.
Yeah.
You know, spatulas and stuff.
The engineering on this thing.
What is that?
Ironing board.
It's another table to cook on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I put a tension bar underneath here that, I just put it down, but it just hooks. It's an overhang ironing board I got from Habitat for Humanity for $2. And I put a bar down, just a holding bar, and then I can put my stove on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my awning is just eye bolts with carabiners.
Oh, I see. And you just tension them out with these.
Yeah, those are, telescoping poles, and then I just put guy lines out on them. But yeah, super simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's simple. It's easiest too.
Yeah, because if it breaks, I can fit. I can do it real quick. Like if this table breaks, I'll throw it out and get another one for $2.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, and it just comes up. Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah. What's your bus's name?
Azuka Joe.
Azuka Joe.
Has a name. I cut up some bed frames and welded this in and got 2 seats and then a console. And then a little bit of a different entry here. Eventually, and I'm not done, I'll have a pocket door right here. Right now, the marine snaps, love them, and I just snap that shut.
Yeah.
So I have kind of an L-shaped formation, and then this right here is a jackknife couch, and it flips all the way over, makes a full-size bed. Then of course I'm spoiled, so I have 4-inch memory foam topper. This is the 10 from my dad. This is from my mama's garden. And this is from my grandmother's dresser. So mine's kind of a memory thing going on. I have a 12-volt Apple freezer fridge, or it can be all freezer or all fridge, either way. Got a little camp stove that I use. I'm not done. Of course, I've got my flooring that I was going to put down while I was here. But because of the humidity, I was afraid that the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Well, they're pretty.
Yeah, and then whitewash these, but I didn't do that either because of the humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a urine diverting composting toilet. And then my shower, so when I want to take a shower, I just put that down. And
Yeah.
I'm a nurse, so I had to have a shower. I also have the on-demand where well, not on-demand. It's a 6-gallon hot water heater. And so I just push a button, in 7 minutes I have hot water. I'm a nurse, so I have to bathe.
Yeah.
And then the way I have it hooked up in here, I actually learned how to solder and weld to build the bus. But this is my faucet. I'd set the hot and the cold, then turn it off to the spigot, and then reroute it in here to the shower, and then I have a on-off right here. So I turn it on, get wet, turn it off, soap up, and then turn it back on to rinse. And that way I can make my 21 gallons last a long time.
So you have a 21 fresh.
21 fresh, and then a 20-gallon gray water tank.
Okay.
So, and then my rooftop deck, and this is a telescoping ladder. I wanted to control who went on top of my deck, so you have to use the hatch. You can't climb on top of my deck from the outside. I didn't want a ladder outside. That's kind of a safety feature. This is my favorite thing, probably these marine snaps with the curtains, because I work night shift.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about a rod. Everybody, you know, curtains bouncing. I can just snap all my curtains on and it's blacked out.
That is something
So,
that I'm sure my wife will be very interested in.
The air conditioning in the cab works, and the air conditioning back here still works. So, anyway, I haven't figured out how to frame this in, but I will. Anyway, that's it. I have the diesel heater. It's not connected right now. And then I also took the floor radiator heater and I popped it into a cooler of ice water. So when I flip that on, it circulates ice water and blows cold air in here. So I kind of made a swamp cooler type thing.
Yeah.
And then I have a little vent up there that sucks the hot water in and circulates it back through here. So I think that's a good idea right there. I got to put some sconces over these. Those were brighter lights for me. But that's her. Not much.
That's
here.
home.
That's home. Some of the boards I don't have done yet. I'm still working on that. I had to pull a bunch of them up to put my solar panels in. And so put them back. I haven't got them all screwed up. Because it's face with other dogs that are 9 feet tall.
This is mine, Mommy.
I can't face to face with
Yo,
a little man.
this is mine.
Same book. Look at that. Did you build that yourself?
Yep.
That's some awesome ingenuity there.
Bye-bye. Thanks for meeting you guys.
Bye.
Take care of yourselves, all right? Good luck with the build.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a cool bus. That's a cool bus, Daddy. That's cool buses.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.